Hi everyone, today we're going to be making an accordion card. I'm going to bring in my little sample that I keep in my Foldopedia book. So this is what we're going to be going for. So we're going to have it going zigzag this way and the frame zigzags the other way. And it's going to be attached on the back. And this, you can do it with nesting dies, but today we're going to use the SVG that I have up on the blog. And so you can just cut everything out in whatever colors you choose or patterns. And then we'll get started. So let me bring in my pieces that I have everything cut out. So these are going to be our frame. I did the front already because I was trying to decide what I wanted to put on there. So we have 4 panels for there. This is going to be our inside piece, and I'm just going to stack these because I have already decided what I want to put where. So these are going to be like this. Then we have 3 of those pieces, which is the center piece in here. And we have 3 of these. We have 1 that the tab and this tab are on opposite sides. We have 1 that doesn't have a tab on the outside. And we have 1 where both tabs are going in the same direction. All right, and this is going to be our frame. These are going to go on here. So let's go through the count of what you should end up with. So you need 4 frames. You need these 3, 1 of each kind. You will need 3 of this piece with a little tab on it, and those are exactly the same. And you'll need 4 of the panels that you're going to put your decorations on. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I want to attach these frames. And I just decided to do a solid color and put an embossing folder on it. And I used the Pink and Main micro dots. I like Pink and Main's folders. You don't have to put any extra shims or anything in it, and you still get a nice emboss. And you don't feel like you're going to break the machine by putting something too thick through. Because, let's see if I get this really close. Let's see. Their emboss is so high that it goes through really easy, and I really like their embossing folders. All right, so let's see. One of these is going to need 1. Actually, you know what? Let's glue these together first. Let's move all this out of the way, and let's lay these out. So this is going to be our front piece because we're not attaching anything here, so we don't need tabs here. Then we want, now let's look at our sample. I'm going to flip it over. So for the 1, you want 1 set that's going to fold in. The 2 tabs are going to face each other. And then this one, the tab will be out. All right. So we want 2 tabs to face each other. Like this. Then this one will be here. Like this. All right, but first, before we glue those, we need to score everything. Let me keep them in order. All right, so what we're going to have to score is these tabs here. And you want a really good score on this. So after you score it, you're going to want to fold it back and forth. All right, so the other ones have 2 tabs. So we have the tab here on the end. Then we're going to score the middle piece here. All right, let's do the third one. Same thing. That should do it. All right, so now let's get them laid back out again. These two will face each other, and then this one will go in the other direction. Okay, so we want two to face, and then another one. And if you wanted to make this longer, you would simply make them in pairs of two facing each other as you went along. All right, so let's glue these together. All right, so there's our frame. This is going to be the front of our card. Oops. I'm sticking it to the table. All right, so now we will need our three papers here. And these also have to be scored, but you can just fold this over. It's a simple enough tab to just fold over. All right, so now these are just going to be glued on here, and you're going to line it up. So we are going to start with this one. So we only want to put glue on this little tab here. The little part that we folded over, you don't want glue on the whole thing. So I'm going to use the fine tip bottle. Put just a little bit of glue here. I'm going to line this up in the middle. And once you line this up, you shouldn't see the tab anymore. So that's for top and bottom. You'll know that's lined up. But then you just want to make sure side to side you have equal space. And that's all straight. Because once you put this first one down, you're going to measure all the rest against this. All right. So to do the second one, let's see, make sure we do this right. So you want to glue it this way. So we're going to lay this on top of here. You're going to put glue on this side. We are going to lay this over the top because you want to make sure these are lined up. So line those up. Line this up, press down, and press down. So that will give us 2. All right, so now this one is going to fold back this way when it's upright. So now this one will glue on top. Because see, this one's here, this one's here. We want this one glued on this side, so now we're going to lay it down. Put glue on the tab. And our tab is here. So this tab will keep going this way. And we will line it up with what's underneath. And there we go. So we can snip this little tab off. That slid down. Not completely dry yet. Let me just give that a second to catch. So I will cut this tab off since this is the end one. Like I said, you can keep going. You can make this as long as you want. All right. So now when this is folded, when someone goes to open a card, they open it this way. Oh, you know what? I need another one of these. Hold tight. All right, so my 4th panel is MIA, so I cut a new one. So let's glue this on. We want to glue just the tab. Now we want to make sure we're putting it on the front. So when someone holds a card, we're going to pull it open like this and like this. Our seams are going to be on the inside. All right, so this is our front. So we're going to line this up like this. And the front piece, you don't need a tab on it either. All right. All right, so now we're ready that we found our front. We found the correct sides we're going to use. Now we can glue on our little frames. And if you can hear that, that is my dog, Molly. She is asleep under the table. Molly's an old girl. She's a Beagle Basset mix that is between 15 and 17 years old. And she's my supervisor, or my pupavisor, as my brother likes to say. Here, so let's open this up. Oh, this is not. There we go. That wasn't lined up completely straight. Now this is thin, so it kind of shakes a little bit. It gives you a little bit of wiggle room there. You just want to make sure you put it all in place. All right, so this is, whoops, sorry about that. This is going to be the inside of our card. So let's put our frames on. All right. Let me move this over here in the middle so you can see. All right, so this is going to be our front. So let's just do our front panel and get that taken care of. All right, so this I already attached the birdhouses to, because what I'm using is the Pink and Main Hummingbird set. Yeah, so this is the Pink and Main Hummingbird set. Oh, it's called Sweet Greetings. So that's what we're going to use for the pictures here. And I'm also using some sentiments from, I want to say this was from the Year of Craft, from Crafter's Companion. And I'm going to be using one from Birds in Bloom, also from Crafter's Companion. Alright, so to glue these on, I'm going to use the regular bottle of glue, not the fine tip one. So this one I just put, a little bird told me it's your birthday. And that's the one that came from the Year of Craft. And it's not like the Riley and Company one. I also have that. Is really kind of funny. That one says, a little bird told me it was your birthday. I ate him. Thank you. You're welcome. Which I think is hilarious. But today we'll use the nice one. These were colored with Copic markers. And the back was, this blue was the Gina K Sea Glass, which is my favorite for sky type things. Alright, so here's our front of our card. All done. Okay, let's see how many times I can hit that camera. Because when this folds, we're going to fold it this way. You can see this is getting stronger already. Because when someone picks up a card, they want to go open it this way, so it will open like this. Alright, so now let me bring in my other panels. Scoot this up a little bit. So we're going to put this one here. I'm going to put this one in the middle. I'm going to put this one here on the end. You just move that up for a minute. So this middle one, I don't think I'm going to put any words on it. Because I was thinking from the Birds in Bloom, wishing you a lovely day on here. This one I will leave blank. And then this one will have the bird, the flower, and I have this long one that says Happy Bird Day to you. Have to get at least one pun in there. So this one's kind of long. So we'll put this one like this with the bird and the one flower. This is what I'm thinking. All right, so let's get these stamped and get all this glued down. And to stamp it, I'm going to use the Gina K ink. This is the darkest ink I own. It is a very black. Let me take these off so we don't smudge those. And this is an acrylic stamp, so I'm not going to press too hard. I think these are acrylic. Yeah, these are acrylic. Because you don't want to smash the lettering. I think that looks good. I don't have to do that a second time. All right, so that one is done. Pull this off. We'll bring in the last one because we're not going to put anything in the middle. This one will be here. So I'm thinking about here. Well, the flower doesn't have any leaves or anything with it. So I'm thinking if I put the flower in the corner, like that. And I put that on upside down. All right, let's try that again. Like a comedy of errors here tonight. I guess the eye does need a little bit more ink. Hopefully there's not something on there. Here we go. All right, so that is all done. That is done with the ink. All right, so now we're going to glue down little creatures here. I don't think I'm going to put anybody on foam. Let's see. All right, there's that one. That one will go there. Now this one, yeah, like over here. I'm going to line up the edge of the string right at the top so it doesn't look like it's floating. I may need to go back and put some leaves on here. That may bug me. All right, there's panel number 2. Bring in panel number 3. And this one I'm going to bring down to the bottom. So let's see. We want this to be like here. And our little birdie will be up here. We'll point him down toward the flower. All right, I'm gonna give that a moment to dry. All right, pull this down. So now we'll start this one, since this one's had time to dry. And we will glue this on. And now this one, I'm just going to snip this end off here. Now I'll glue this panel on. All right, I think I'm going to put some sparkle pen. All right, so everything's had a chance to dry, and it's all nice and stiff now, so it's a little easier to work with. So now we're going to fold it closed. So we have our front here, and now you're just going to look to the side, and you're going to see that this one here, and here's the next one. All right, so naturally, when you take this one and you attach glue to it, and we're just going to stick it in there. So now when you open it, it's going to automatically open it like that. Yeah? So now we'll do the last one. So we'll look at this one. So this one is going to attach to this one. So we're going to stick some glue on this side because we're going to be folding it backwards. So that tab goes down, that pinches together. Okay, so now let's see if we did it correctly before it dries. So a person gets the card, they reach here like they normally would, and bingo, you're all set. So that will be the inside that everybody will see. It says, wishing you a lovely day. Happy birthday to you. And then when it closes, it will fit in a 6x6 envelope. There you go. So that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this card, and I hope you give it a chance. Just download the SVG and make sure you have 3 of these. You want 4 of the borders. You want 4 of the panels that you're going to put your decoration on, and 4 of the other one. And then that will just lay flat. So yeah, so there it is. And it opens like that. So until next time, stay crafty.